Need money for your business? I'm going to be revealing a source where you can get money for your business in less than 30 days. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate income, grants, and credit. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 2 options of where you can get money for your business in less than 30 days and a place to find them. So make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. There are 2 options to get money for your business in less than 30 days. And those options are grants and short-term business loans. So grants are actually the first and best option to get money for your business in less than 30 days. But it depends on the speed of the grant. But the great thing about grants is that it's free money that you do not have to pay back. Short-term business loans offer fast funds and cover immediate expenses. But there are pros and cons to these type of financing and these type of loans. So let's look at a few pros and cons of short-term business loans. So the first pro is that there are less restrictions on use. Compared to a traditional bank or traditional lender, there are less restrictions on what you can use the money for. So you can actually use this money for cash flow gaps, emergencies, etc. The next pro is that they're quick to fund. So some short-term loans actually fund in as little as 24 hours. The next pro is that they actually have a streamlined application. So they make the application process seamless and not tedious and tie you up with a long application process. Oftentimes you'll see platforms such as OnDeck actually have a streamlined application process where you actually just follow the prompts on a screen and you actually submit your application. The next pro is that they actually have flexible eligibility. So in some cases, even if you have bad credit, you can actually apply for and receive these short-term business loans. On the con side, they actually have very serious cons to short-term business loans. So the first con is that they have very expensive terms as well as repayment terms. So in some cases, they actually have terms and interest rates that go up to 99%. So in some cases, it crosses the boundaries of usury. But the key here is that they're giving you a quick and easy financial infusion that you need for an emergency. So they're actually charging a premium on giving you that money for the time being. The next con is that they actually have frequent repayments, in some cases daily or weekly. So with short-term business loans, they actually have a reputation for having a payment schedule and amortization schedule that's quite quick. So in some cases, when you take the money out, you're going to be expected to repay that money back daily and even weekly. The next con is confusing contracts. So you actually have to make sure that you read the fine print of the contract that you're signing on when you take out a short-term business loan, because the contracts tend to be, in some cases, confusing, mixing up fixed rates with variable rates and actually the exact terms of what your repayment will be. So you want to make sure that you read the contract carefully to know what you're signing up for. And the final con is that in some cases with short-term business loans, you can actually end up taking on more debt. Some people actually have to take out other loans to pay off their short-term business loans because of the terms being so aggressive as well as usurious. So it's important when you need and are looking for money for your business to be careful of who you're actually receiving the money from and what sources you take money from. And you want to make sure that you do it in a safe way, making sure that you're not signing confusing contracts, making sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure to actually take on more debt. And with some of these online lending sources, although they actually give you the money with bad credit, they can actually end up leaning your collateral and actually putting you in a worse situation than what you started out with. So instead of applying to all these online lending sources, which in some cases are not safe, and you're not sure what you're getting yourself into, it's better to actually deal with a safer source. And a source where you can actually get grants as well as short-term business loans in less than 30 days is the National Development Council. So the National Development Council, or NDC, is an economic development organization that deals with homes, jobs, and community across the U.S. And they're a great source because they actually administer grants as well as short-term business loans. So for example, they're currently administering the Oyster Bay Forward Grant Program in Oyster Bay, Long Island. It's a $5,000 grant that's been pulled from about $4.5 million in ARPA funds and federal funds in grants for small businesses. And the grants can be used for operational expenses and given quickly. And to qualify, the business must meet the following criteria. Number 1, the business must have less than 50 employees. Number 2, the business must be a for-profit business. Number 3, the business must have revenues between $35,000 and $5 million on an annual basis. And finally, number 4, the business must have been in business before January 1st of 2021. So this grant program actually starts on November 29th, and the grant is actually being administered by the National Development Council. And also, if you're looking for a short-term business loan for your business, whether you're a sole proprietor, self-employed, or a small business, the National Development Council is a source to give monies to small businesses. So for example, you can actually go directly to their website here in their loan section, and you'll be able to follow their Streamlined Loan application by simply entering how much money you want to borrow, what you plan to use the loan for, and what type of business you look to start. And also, when do you need the financing by? Do you need the financing today? Do you need it in 2 weeks? Do you need it within 1 to 2 months? Or you're just researching, currently weighing your options. And as you go through their Streamlined Loan application, you'll need to let them know details about your business. What type of business you have, what industry is your business in, and how long you've been in business. They'll also want to know where your business is located, so you have to enter in your business address. Next, they'll actually want to know how they can reach you. So you actually want to make sure that you put in a proper phone number and a proper way to be contacted, or via email or via phone. And you'll simply follow their Streamlined Loan application to go through the process to submit what you need for your short-term business loan. So if you actually like to check out all the grants and the short-term business loans that the NDC administers, make sure you go directly to their website at ndconline.org. So how do you prepare to get money for your business in less than 30 days? Well, you need to follow these 4 steps. Number 1, you need to know what you need. So how much money do you need in the short term, immediately, for your business? Number 2, you need to evaluate what you qualify for. So do you have any collateral? What do you have that can be used as collateral? Where in the case of a short-term business loan, you can leverage that collateral to be able to get more money than less. Number 3, you'll need to shop lenders. So in the case of short-term business loans, you'll need to shop for the best platforms and lending terms that'll fit your business needs. And number 4, and finally, you need to submit your application. So in the case of a grant, you'll need to submit your application. And in the case of a short-term business loan, you'll need to submit your application. So if you'd like to get more grants and money sources for your business, like the NDC, we have many of them in our resource area at my website, AskRinde.com. We have grants and short-term loans for self-employed, sole proprietors, small businesses, and much more. So make sure you check out our resource area on my website, AskRinde.com. And if you'd like to learn more of how to get money quickly for your business, make sure you check out this next video, our grants playlist, as well as our resource area at my website, AskRinde.com. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is askrindenetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.